Well, hi folks, here we are, August the 3rd. Just rolling into fall here. Won't be long now. Just a quick one this morning. I was looking at one of Farmer Jones's videos yesterday, and he had a link to a video from the October 18th. Was it October 18th? It was in October last year, 1999, when they had the economic, Conference 201. And I had posted that. I think the whole site was probably March, towards the end of March. We were talking about Bill Gates's speech of 2010 on TED Talks about climate control, population control, and his crazy formula. Then his 215 speech on a similar sort of thing. Then, of course, he sponsored this conference. It was by invitation only, 135 experts, and it was titled, just to give you the exact name of this, Global Pandemic Exercise. So I'm putting a link in the description section to everything there, all the videos, the overview videos, who attended, who was sponsoring. It was actually sponsored by the Johns Hopkins. I think they're the ones that are keeping the numbers count for the U.S. And there's a lot of controversy about that. Someone dies from a shark attack, and this is far-fetched, but they're dying from crazy things, and they're calling it the Wuhan waltz was the problem. The World Economic Forum is also a sponsor. Now, these are the clowns who have got the the global reset, and I think I posted information on that yesterday or the day before, and that's interesting to look at because it's their whole formula of how they're going to reset the economy. And then, of course, the funders for that, and the main sponsor were Bill and Melinda Gates. And, of course, we know where they stand with their research and their drive for tracking and inoculation and tracking sort of thing. So my question I have when I first looked at that was that a what-if coincidental exercise, or was it a final practice? Because at the time they were doing that, shortly after it was acknowledged that the virus was out, and of course we didn't know for sure until around end of December, January, but people are speculating now as you're trying to peel back the onion and look at what happened, that it was probably around in the fall, maybe as early as September. So that sort of begs the question, was this just a coincidental thing, or was this a last practice training run sort of thing? And as you go through these videos, you have now 7 months of practical knowledge and experience, because you've lived through that, to just sort of compare it to this exercise plan they had. And if it's a coincidence, it's a damn good coincidence. It's stranger than fiction. And of course, you look, I've also got a link to the protests in Germany over the weekend. The thousands protested, and very, very little coverage in North America. And it's not protesting for the goofy stuff that we're protesting here. It's protesting for democracy. It's protesting to give back people their rights. There are scientists and doctors and professionals in this protest. It's not a bunch of hooligans and clowns. They know what they're protesting about. And again, we're getting very little coverage of that, or we had little coverage of it. And of course, in North America, doctors who are speaking out are being fired, are being reprimanded by the medical association, websites are disappearing, their social media is disappearing, and that's got to say, this has got to say a whole lot to people. There's something funny going on here, folks, and if we really, if we don't get it by now, you have 7 months in, and if we're not getting it by now, I guess we never will. And I was chatting with Tom the other day, and he said, well, maybe people don't want to know what's going on. If they come unraveled, if they knew, and even if they got an inkling that it's coming, they're just denying it's coming. They just don't want to think about it. They want to stay in their la-la land sort of thing, because they feel comfortable. They're not threatened. If they think about it, and if they realize what's going on, what the hell do they do about it? They're just going to go crazy. And that's, I suppose, maybe a lot of people are that way. But if you aren't aware of your surroundings and what's happening, and you're going to be reactive instead of proactive, I don't know. You just got to look what's happening down Victoria Way in Australia. Lockdown's coming again. I think it's a 6-week one. Police can enter homes to do checks without a warrant or without an invitation. It's pretty draconian. And another thing that surfaces, why are places who are in a dispute with China, why are they're getting a big spike? The States, Australia. Why is that? Think about that. It's interesting. But anyway, I guess that's about all for today. I'll put those 2 links in the description. And I don't know, I think, be careful, but I think the scam is in. Look after your elderly friends and your people with compromised systems. But don't be blinded by the fact that I think there's a scam going on. And we're at the end of the day, going to be the biggest losers. I see Trudeau's taken a couple of weeks off. I guess he's getting rested up for the next lockdown, so he can come out of his bedroom and hand out more bags of money. I don't know. Just talking about bags of money, if you're following this wee scandal, it looks like the mayor of Toronto's and Tories involved in this up to his eyeballs as well. The city has signed a $6.1 million lease on one of the We Charity Brothers buildings in Toronto, and they're going to turn it into a women's shelter. And of course, there's a lot of controversy about it. You can sort of just check that yourself. Controversy in the fact that the building is just wrong setup, wrong location, expensive, and they're going to spend $3 million in renovations. Taxpayers are going to spend that, not the We Brothers taxpayers. And of course, it turns out the mayor of Toronto has also attended We events, been to Kenya, is connected with these 2 guys. So the scandal sort of has got a bigger spread than we might have thought. Yeah, check it out, see what you think. It's the generation of scandals, I guess. From the Wuhan Waltz to the We Charities in Canada. It's sort of crazy. Well, anyway, take care. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.